I used to panic before every training call and every sales call that I ever did. On both sides, I had complete panics. And then I would do it and I would do great, but I was like a hot mess right before, very sweaty. I was like kind of girl, I had to bring like an extra shirt to work. It was like so uncomfortable, everything that I'm doing. And I was like, man, I've worked through all of this stuff. And then all of a sudden in the last week, I'm like, I can't think. So this is what I say to myself. See if this resonates with you, Annie, or if anybody else here is, I need to respond quickly so that they know that I was listening, or so they know I have an answer, or so I don't waste their time, or so that they know that I'm smart, or that they know that I have relevant information, or they know whatever fill in the blank is. But here's the truth, is us learning to be okay with that silence and giving ourselves a moment to think is okay. And part of that practice I want you thinking about is that just being okay. Like the harder part for me was that don't let myself think about anything, even when I'm waiting for them to speak. I know the question they're going to ask me. Don't start thinking about the answer, Mary. Just sit in the silence. Just listen to them. And it's two parts. It's being okay with silence. So let that be part of the practice on what you're doing. Just to be in that silence and be okay with it. And the second is dropping into really trusting yourself that when they stop talking and you allow yourself to start thinking about it, the answer will be there. And it will, like, you'll surprise you. It's almost like magic. You're like, oh, there it is. It came on time. Turns out I didn't have to think about it for 5 minutes while they were speaking and repeat it in my head to make sure I didn't forget. Turns out my brain's going to work in 5 minutes. Like that's my always fear. It's like, my brain's working right now. I better don't let me, is it going to work in 5 minutes when they're done? Just play that game with yourself